for somebody who just seeing this or just meeting you, been having problems. There's a wrong way and there's a right way. From the research I done, there's a right way and a wrong way to talk to a veteran.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Uh, there's things that you ask them and there's things that you don't ask. Uh, there's atmospheres that veterans love and there's atmospheres that they just cannot stand. You know what I'm saying? So for one who need help, looking for help, or might think that something ain't even wrong, but family, wife or husband or whatever, they see it. How would you? What's a good way to approach someone? You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like not like confront them, like a friend. Like if I had a friend I love to death, and I want to just say, hey man, is you all right? What's a good way to approach them without making them feel like they are alienated?
The best way, I mean, just that question alone means a lot to a lot of veterans. Are you okay?
Okay.
I mean, like if any medical professional, first responder comes up on a wreck or scene of a crime, scene of an accident or, somebody hurting, it's the same thing. They're hurting, we're hurting. Sometimes the best question is, are you okay? Just to be able to read a person, and because sometimes you'll see somebody exhale and just breathe that somebody even cared enough to ask. But a lot of times, with what I've noticed with veterans, families misunderstand them, and they always want to bring up, well, you're not who you were in the past. No, I'm not, and I'm never going to be. It took a lot to get where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, in the past, I may have been a sweeter, innocent kid, but you lose that sweetness and innocence when you go through a lot that a lot more veterans go through more than I did.
Mm-hmm.
Asking, "Are you okay?" is a great starting point.
Okay. The term broken people, can you associate with being broken?
Yeah.
For the people who watching, will watch later, been watching, been through it, ain't been through it, or just want somebody to understand, when you, because the term broken, a lot of people get it misconstrued, and some people have their own terms for words. So, but when it comes to this right here, you know what I'm saying, it's always in the same group. So, broken. What can you elaborate on that for somebody who is broken? Like, what's your description of that?
Well, a lot of times when you say broken person, it's not so much that they've completely shattered like a mirror. It's more like taking pieces away from somebody of their life, of their heart, or even, like sometimes memories start to fade when you've been injured so bad. Like there's some of my past as a child, my family asked me, you don't remember doing this? And for some reason, there's a part of my mind that gets locked away. So I can relate there with people that are turned broken.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so much that we're broken as we're trying to put pieces back together. We're trying to mend pieces that have been damaged, especially like me, like I said, losing one of my best friends.
Okay.
Because that's a piece of me I think about every day. Because he was with me at every birthday party for kids, birthday parties for myself, Thanksgivings, Christmases when we didn't go home, barbecues, cookouts. And when you're around somebody all the time and they work in your office and you ride around post with them all day, doing your errands and everything, and you have so much fun and laughter, and then you're sitting alone by yourself sometimes, and you think about calling them or just looking over at them and saying something to them and they're not there. It breaks your heart again every day.
And what's one of the best options for you to do to ease that pain, man?
If I can, sleep. 'Cause
Sleep.
sleep escapes me a lot of times, and there's a lot of nights where my anxiety is so high I can't sleep for days. And then again, it's like I said, get involved with something, get involved somewhere, find a cheaper hobby, something you love to do in the past. Even if people think it's childish and it's building, like I said, RC cars or building something you loved in the day, what does it matter if it's going to bring you happiness, but if you don't do it, it's going to cost you your happiness.
And so you try to, I guess, beat the pain. Well, not beat the pain, but yeah, I guess it is right. Beat the pain.
Beat the pain.
By keeping your happy thoughts busy.
Right.
All right. Beat the pain by keeping your happy thoughts busy.
It's kind of like a fertilizer for the soul. You want to fertilize the good and the happy, and you want to try to keep the poison out of your body for the weeds. Don't have one or two if it'll help you rest or cut the edge, but just, I learned a long time ago, don't drown yourself.
Don't drown your problems, because they like to grab that bottle, like to bust open them cans, like to do other things, but don't let it overconsume you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you let it overconsume you, then you gonna be looking like a fish out of water. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you flapping around, but don't nobody know what's wrong with you. I know what's wrong with you. You're supposed to be You're supposed to be doing what you're supposed to be doing. You know? So what would be the next step for contact after combat?
The next step is to grow. Get bigger. Daily I can see the numbers, ticking up on Instagram, and YouTube's kind of stagnant because I haven't been busy on it, but the website's getting hits, and I'm trying to get the car back on the road because it's not just living the dream of having that, but also it's my way of advertising. Because if you've seen it or seen it in my pictures on my website, you've done your research. I can tell you've grabbed some of my quotes.
Yeah.
You've probably seen pictures of what I had started on it before it broke down.
Okay.
But